Addiction is a major public health problem. Traditionally, use of a psychoactive substance, more commonly known as a drug, had been at the center of the concept of addiction. The drug, or the psychoactive substance, is a chemical that is capable of altering one or more functions of the mind. These include emotions, thinking, perception, memory, among others. The modern understanding into the concept of addiction has informed us that emergence of addiction is not restricted to use of a psychoactive substance or drug. In fact, one can develop addiction in spite of not ever getting exposed to the psychoactive substance or drug. Let us have a quick look at the concept of addiction. This shall help us understand it better. The key aspects of addiction include loss of control, preoccupation, persistence in spite of harmful consequences, craving, tolerance, and withdrawals. Thus, addiction is not just a physical phenomenon. It is a psychological phenomenon as well. In fact, addiction is best described as a biopsychosocial phenomenon where biological, psychological, and social factors play a crucial role in its emergence, progression, and even outcome. One can engage in a behavior that can eventually develop into an addiction. For example, one can start using internet for activities that are potentially pleasurable or comforting. Some of these activities include using social media, playing internet-based games, watching online videos, and pornography. All these activities are desirable and pleasurable to variable extent for most, and hence one likes to engage in these. However, for some the amount of time spent in these activities goes on increasing. Eventually, these behaviors go beyond control, and one is not able to regulate it in terms of starting the behavior and the amount of time spent engaging in the behavior. Also, one might find it hard not to engage in behavior when it is not appropriate. For example, accessing social media when one is expected to study. Even during the times when one is not engaging in the behavior, one keeps thinking about it and anticipates engaging in the behavior at the earliest possible instance. As a result, one is not able to focus on task at hand, even though not engaging in the behavior. This, coupled with overindulgence in the behavior, leads to poor performance in school, college, home, and at work. One can even develop physical problems like pain in thumbs and fingers, eye strain, neck and back pain due to prolonged use of the device used to engage in the behavior. However, in spite of all these harmful consequences, one is not able to stop or regulate the behavior. If, somehow, one is restricted from engaging in the behavior, a state of psychological discomfort may emerge that resembles withdrawals. One tends to become restless, uneasy, irritable, and uncomfortable. Also, there is an irresistible, uncontrollable desire to re-engage in the behavior. This is why others' attempts at regulating the behavior are met with resistance and even retaliation. So, we have learned that certain behaviors can lead to addiction, and these are known as behavioral addictions. Some of the commonly described behavioral addictions involving use of internet include internet addiction, social media addiction, gaming addiction, online pornography addiction, and online gambling. The terms mobile addiction or screen addiction are also used to describe addictive behaviors that involve excessive and problematic screen viewing for the purpose of gaming, social media access, video viewing, and pornography. The term behavioral addiction represents those at the extreme end of a spectrum for a particular behavior. However, one can experience adverse and undesirable consequences due to internet use in spite of not being at this extreme end. The term problematic internet use is commonly used to describe a pattern of internet use that has resulted in undesirable and adverse consequences. This not only includes those who have internet addiction, but also those who do not qualify for internet addiction but still are experiencing adverse consequences due to engaging in such behaviors. Hence, they are in need of help for their internet use behavior. This concept is important for another reason as well. Addictions, including internet addiction, take time to emerge. If we want to intervene early, or want to prevent emergence of internet addiction, then we need to identify all those who have problematic internet use. This shall help offer appropriate help to these persons, and also prevent emergence of addiction in future among them. Help is available for internet addiction. As a family member, friend, colleague, teacher, or supervisor, you can play a crucial role. If you want to learn more on how you can help a relative, friend, or a colleague experiencing problematic internet use, watch the video on helping someone with problematic internet use. You can also contact us for more information.